Hey there, and welcome to The Bridge. My name is Kelly.
And I'm Taylor. Welcome to the second season of You Know What It Is, the only television show written by DeKalb students, produced by DeKalb students, and performed by, yes, DeKalb students. I'm from DeKalb Early College Academy.
And I'm from Southwest DeKalb High School. We have a great show for you today.
All about girl power.
Yes. We also have, this episode, we'll talk about issues that relate to us, ladies.
We also have performances from Travis Daniels.
And the rock ballerina, Kimberly Nichole.
What? There's a lot more too. I can't wait to get started, so relax and stay tuned.
Welcome back, and now we have a special treat for the ladies.
Woo! Yes, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Daniel.
Yeah. Let's get it. If I can look, but I cannot touch, I don't need it, so I'll be leaving. Girl, that's just your teasing. I can look, but I cannot touch. You gotta listen to what I'm about to tell you. I hope you listen, babe. Make it hard for me to stay away. Hey, don't you tease me. Please don't tease. It may be hard, but I can walk away. Don't you tease me. 'Cause girl, you have me crushing on you. Hey, girl, you need to stop. All that teasing got me hot. I'm trying to get to you, find your favorite spot, making me want it by the way you blown it. Loving every inch of your body. I'm caught up in the moment, but I can still find what you got in another woman. So many girls in the world, I don't need your loving. I ain't gonna chase you 'cause I'm thinking about just walking away. So don't make me wait. Hypothetically speaking, what if we woke up to each other every evening? I hope you're piecing this together, 'cause this puzzle I'm speaking of is far from completed. So I guess I'll be leaving, I'm on my way out. But before I go, I just wanted you to know just how I'm feeling, and give me something to think about. So I'll be leaving. Girl, it's just your teasing. I can look, but I cannot touch. You gotta listen to what I'm about to tell you. I hope you listen, babe. Make it hard for me to stay away. Hey, don't you tease me. Please don't tease. It may be hard, but I can walk away. Hey, don't you tease me. 'Cause girl, you have me crushing on you. It's what you're doing, baby. You got me going crazy, but I still want you to listen to what I was saying. You might be the baddest that I've seen in a while, but I refuse to change you 'cause it's just not my style. You gotta let me know that what I'm working for has a reason. Stop the teasing. No, I ain't gonna stick around if you don't have intentions on being more than good friends. You think I'm foolish? You think I'm staying around? Ain't nothing to it. I guess I have to lose what I found. I'm hesitating 'cause I can't keep waiting on you, waiting on you. I'm out of patience, so I have to say that I'm through. I don't need it, so I'll be leaving. Girl, that's just your teasing. I can look, but I cannot touch. I hope you listen, baby. Hard for me to stay away. Hey, don't you tease me. Please don't tease, you make it hard. Hey, don't you tease me. 'Cause girl, you had me crushing on you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I loved y'all. I love y'all.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that great performance.
So
That
much,
was great.
sir.
Y'all are so welcome.
Yes. So what inspires you to perform like you just did?
Well, what inspires me the most is being able to create a movement and being able to capture people's emotions. And, you know, I just love being able to perform and sometimes be able to express the feelings that people feel, but they can't necessarily express them by themselves. They need something that's universal like music, and I love being able to create that.
What artist inspired you?
A big artist that inspires me is Usher, because he doesn't limit himself to one genre. He's all over the place, for one. He's been doing it for a very long time, and I would love to have longevity in my career as well. So yeah.
Okay, and so what's your favorite part about performing?
My favorite part of the performance is the reactions that I get sometimes. It's crazy, especially with these beautiful young ladies right here. Y'all give yourselves a hand.
Well, thank you again for the beautiful performance.
No problem, no problem.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Wah Wah, America's most weirdest game show. We got a great crew, a great show. It looks like we're ready to go. So let's go ahead, American contestants, and play Wah Wah. Now let's move on to our first contestant, Thomas Butler. All right, Thomas, nice to have you here. Welcome to Wah Wah.
Well, thanks.
Oh, Thomas, I'm sorry. That answer was incorrect. The correct answer was cucumber. All right, so sad. Now let's move on to our first contestant, Lisa Butler. Oh, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to Wah Wah. Now, why don't you tell our audience how you became a contestant right here on Wah Wah?
Well,
Great story. Now let's move on to our board. You have the choice of punching and bleeding, television horror stories, or physical challenges. Now, Lisa, what is your choice?
I'm going for physical challenge for 200.
All right, and here's your challenge. Cover your ears.
That'll be hard.
Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. That answer was incorrect. You gave an It was more of an sound. Oh, well, see you later, you pathetic loser, you. All right, Dougie Dog Dog, are you ready to play Wah Wah?
No, not really. And to be honest, Aaron, you're kind of creeping me out, little buddy.
Oh, no taken. That's the 30th time someone's told me that within the past 2 hours. Oh, Doug, you know what that sound means.
No, I don't. And I really don't think I want to stick to find out.
Yes, you do, because that means you just got yourself 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my God. I won $4,321?
No, Dougie, I'm sorry. That's not the case. Instead, you've got 4 punches, 3 slaps, 2 snaps, and a kick. All right, Kara Parker, it's time to play. You ready to play Wah Wah?
Oh no, I ain't doing this. Kara out.
Kara. Oh, Kara. Smart girl. Oh, it looks like we're out of time, sadly. This is your young old friend, Aaron Mars, saying tune in tomorrow or else. Good night, everybody.
Hello everyone and welcome to Keeping It 100. On today's episode, we have radio personality, Miss Shyneka. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm great and I'm so glad that you're here on the bridge today. Thank you for coming. So
I am glad to be here.
Great. How long have you been in the radio business?
I've been in radio for about 15 years now.
15 years?
Yes.
Wow, awesome. You look 15.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So what is your favorite aspect of being on the radio?
Well, I love being able to have an important voice and to be able to use it for, for the good and for people that are voiceless, basically.
Awesome. And is Miss Shyneka, is it just a radio character or is that who you really are?
Well, unfortunately, it's who I really am. Like it or not, all I can really be is me. And the name actually came from Emperor Cersei, who I'm the co-host of on Hot 107.9. He just really put a miss in front of my name because I didn't want to come up with some crazy. I'm like, I want everybody to know that it was me. So I started out when I was really young. So I wanted to reap the benefits of you know, my name and my character.
Awesome. And you said that you started off really young. So what did you do to get to where you are today?
Well, shortly after I graduated, I knew what I wanted to do. I actually really wanted to be a news anchor. And my inspiration was Monica Kaufman, who's now Monica Pearson. I wanted to be her since I was in 2nd grade. And by the time I got to 12th grade, I kind of got discouraged because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do 4 more years. Didn't really know whether I wanted to go into the Army or what I really wanted to do to get to the point where Monica Kaufman was. But after long consideration, there is a guy named Ryan Cameron who actually inspired my radio career, and I thought he was really funny, and I'm like, he acts a lot like me, but I'm like the girl version. So let's see if I can, you know, do what he does. And I applied for an internship at Hot 107.9. Back then it was called 97.5. It was hot. 97.5. and so I applied, and then I ended up meeting an on-air personality by the name of K-Sly, and basically she put in a word for me, and the rest is history. I had to work really hard, but you know, those are just some of the things that got me to, you know, where well, starting my internship with Hot 107.9.
Awesome. So if there are any girls out there who want to pursue such a big job like you, what advice would you give to them?
I would definitely tell them to work harder than everybody else. It's a lot of hard work. It seems like, you know, my job is like really fun, and it is, but at the same time it's a business, so you have to treat it as such. And you just have to be better than everybody else, especially if you're a young woman, because there are a lot of situations where, you know, they may want to go with a male over a female, and you have to outwork, you know, males to be able to gain the respect to be put in a different position.
So quickly run us through the average day as a radio personality.
Well, on an average, my day never really stops because I'm known for giving entertainment news, and as you know, there's no particular hour that entertainment news is going to happen. It's constant. So I am always in search of what's going on in entertainment, whether it be social media, the local news, national news, newspaper, wherever I can, you know, get it from, really, to give it out on the radio once I get there. I'm just always preparing, so usually I'll have to wake up about 5 or like 6 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yes, and just constantly gathering information because we have, you know, 4-hour shows. So with that being said, you know, we have to give them like 4 hours worth of information and looking up like show topics, and there's a lot of work that kind of comes into it, and sometimes we have like to produce out our radio segments. We have to find our callers. Well, our prizes that that we end up giving away prizes to our listeners.
I've called so many times.
Really?
And I didn't get it.
Now that's a task in itself. But yeah, it's a lot of preparation. But on an average, I would say that it really takes all day to put together a radio show. And then anything else that you may have, whether it's going out for remote. I was just at T-Mobile the other day, you know, telling people about the deals and the sales that they had, or going out to host a club. So on a day-to-day, it's kind of crazy. You never really have the same day that you had the day before.
I would have never guessed that. Thank you so much, Ms. Shyneka, for coming onto the bridge. We really appreciate you coming out with us today. And I was wondering if you could join us in our kickback.
Sure, why not?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to The Bridge. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Taylor.
And on today's special Girls Only episode, we're going to kick back and talk about leadership and development.
We're here with us Miss Jennifer Leslie from 11 Alive News.
And Miss Shyneka from Hot 1079. So, pit crew, how important do you think it is for us to have mentors as women?
I think it's absolutely important because girls are sometimes put down in the media. We're objectified and subjectified to seeing that, and having a mentor, especially someone in a leadership position like yourselves, would allow us to see better examples of what a woman can be.
Yeah, I agree, because back then it was all about males and women were supposed to be housewives, stay at home, cook, take care of the kids, and now that it's another world, we need someone help us to do a male role in society.
I'm curious when you think you need to start having a mentor. Do you all at your level in high school, do you have mentors yet?
I mean, we
Good,
definitely,
because you should.
Yeah, we definitely have people that we look up to, and
yeah, so I have teachers at my school. I have one from 8th grade, and then I have another one in New York, and I have one in my high school currently, and they always make sure they want a copy of my progress report. They want to make sure there's no drama in my life. They always make sure to talk about everything from boys all the way to problems at home, just so that we can get it out and so that they can guide us into the right way of doing it, because not everybody knows how to handle certain situations, so they make sure that I understand how to do that.
I think it's good to have more than one mentor too,
Right.
Because your life will take different paths, and so will your mentors. Sometimes they can be very involved with you, and sometimes they get distracted. So I think it's great to, and sometimes you'll find different qualities in different mentors. Someone will answer some part of your life, and someone else will answer another. So I think it's nice to have, you don't have to stick to one, and to have them along the way, and it'll change, do you think, Shyneka?
Definitely. I believe that you can even have a mentor that you don't even know, and like Miss Leslie said here, you can see qualities in different people that you would like to see in yourself as you grow older.
So both of you guys are in the media industry, working on TV and radio, and I know traditionally that's really a male-dominated field. So how is it as women? How was it getting into that field? And today, is it very open, or do you still feel a kind of stigma against women there?
When I started, I did not feel any stigma, and I still don't. And so, at your age, it will be even better, and you have so many more opportunities than even when I started. If I were perhaps 10, 20 years older, my story might be different. But when I started, I felt like I could do anything, and I still do. Now the limitations that I feel that I have are self-imposed. I have children, and so they're working longer hours becomes more difficult for me because I have family obligations that I love most days. But at your level and coming out of high school and college, I really felt like I had so many opportunities open to me, and that being a woman did not hold me back and still doesn't.
I think that what she said. First, when I started in radio, I couldn't see anything that could hold me back from where I wanted to be and whatever position I wanted to have. I kind of blocked out anyone that could step into my way and pursue my own path. And that's pretty much, it's been working for me thus far, so I'm just gonna stick with that.
And I think female role models and mentors are very important, but I think it's important also to have male mentors and role models. And you will have male bosses, you'll have female bosses, and I think it's important to be able to sort of navigate all of that and find people who really champion you. Right. Find people who see something in you, whether they're men or women or teachers or counselors or parents, neighbors. And if you see that, grab onto it and don't let it go, because that will really make a difference.
Right. And I just wanted to add that the industry that we more so work in is mostly opinion based, as far as like, your bosses and your coworkers and people that work with you. So you can't really confuse your thought process with what everybody else is thinking. You have to continue to remain focused in everything that you do.
Yes. So what is some of the best advice you guys have gotten from a mentor, male or female?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking your mother or your father could be your very first mentor, because they're supposed to teach you how to live your life and what to do the right thing, since they've lived life already. My mom and my dad always tells me to love myself before I can love anyone else, because then I'll be trying to fix them and give my pieces of myself to them, and then what's left of me won't be anything.
I've been told never to give up, because there was so many things I wanted to do with my life, and I just would shut down because I would think that I wouldn't be able to do it. But the teacher that I have now as a mentor, she told me, don't you ever give up. So she would sit there and help me whatever I needed help with. When I wanted to send out letters to different people, she would help me with that. She would send it out herself whenever I couldn't pay for it. So she would help me out. She said never give up and never stop for anybody else.
One thing that somebody close to me has always told me is to have a thick skin, and that if in any part of life, whether it's work, school, personal, or whatever, there's always going to be somebody that they're jealous of what you have and what you've achieved, and they're going to want to try and tear you down. But either way, at the end of the day, look at where you're at and look at where they are, and don't really succumb all the way down to their level.
Especially in radio and TV, I think having thick skin does help.
So am I the only one who mentors kids younger than me, around my sister's age? Or you guys do it too? Because I know it's kind of odd, but girls who are around my sister's age, I don't technically get along with my sister. But it's kind of easier to help out other girls who aren't my sister and help out other boys to show them, listen, if you keep on doing like this, you're gonna end up like him, and show him kids around my age who used to act like him when he was younger. So I just find it way easier. So I don't think that we should just necessarily look for older people to mentor us. We need to look for little kids who need mentoring too.
Yeah, I do a lot of mentoring at my church. I do mentor a lot of kids there, and they all look up to me.
I think that's great to give back, and I think it's sometimes hard. So in the TV news business, you often start as an intern, usually when you're in college, and you learn from the people who live there, who work there, the reporters and the photographers and the editors and producers. And I relied on the help that I got as an intern. And now that I've been in the business for 20 plus years, I have to really make a point to seek out the interns and try to play a role in their path. And you really kind of have to remind yourself, I am so thankful for all that was done for me, and now it's my turn to give back. And I'll slip every once in a while. An intern will get through the program, and I won't have spent much time with him or her. And so I think it's great that you're starting at your age already. And just remember that as you go up, remember who helped you, and that you need to play that role for other women or other boys.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have. We want to thank both of you for coming and having this discussion with us.
We've been inspired.
We have.
Aww.
We're really going to take on some great leadership roles in the future. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for The Bridge. To the Bridge. Oh my God.
If we can't see air, do fish see water?
Welcome back, guys, to Around the World with your host, Shyneka.
And Micah.
Where we try to expose your mind to the world of countries around you.
Last episode, we talked about how the Canadians differ from their American counterparts. And I have to say, I learned a lot about Canada and the United States.
Well, that's enough about last episode, Micah. We need to keep it moving. Now I have a question for you. What do you think today's country is?
Mexico?
Well, if you guess France, then you're right.
Bruh.
Sorry. All right, let's get started. France's official religion is Roman Catholic, while the U.S. does not have an official religion because of the diversity of Americans and the separation of church and state.
Well, the French government can give medals to citizens who have successfully raised children. But in America, you'll get more tax refund if you have more children.
For the past 214 years, until 2012, it was illegal for women to wear pants in Paris. So ladies, if you have those favorite pair of jeans of yours, you better be grateful.
Well, French is the second most studied language in the world after English.
I would think it would be Spanish.
That's what I was thinking.
French toast isn't actually French. Joseph French advertised the modern toast but forgot to add the apostrophe. Talk about punctuation mistakes.
In France, it is illegal to name a pig Napoleon.
Now, is that because of Animal Farm?
It's probably because they don't want them to disrespect Napoleon.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Napoleon, did you know he wasn't actually short? He was above the average height of Frenchmen.
So why did they say he was always short then?
I don't know, because I always see him in pictures like that big.
Well, in France, you can marry a dead person.
So does that mean I can finally marry Michael Jackson?
Finally?
Finally.
Okay.
France was the first country to introduce the license plate, so you know I can just whip it through there.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Well, there are more people speaking French in Africa than there are in France, and we're going to talk about what you just did.
Like,
no,
you don't like my whipping?
No.
Oh man, I wish we had a little bit more time, but that's all we could do for today. So see you guys next time on Around the World.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Maddie, and I attend DeKalb School of the Arts.
And I'm Hannah, and I attend Lakeside High School.
And you're watching
Code Green. Today we're going to talk about animal poaching. Animal poaching has been a popular topic among animal activists, and surprisingly, children's movie writers. Tons of animated Disney movies feature some type of poaching, such as Bambi, the illegal hunting, killing, or capturing wild animals. Maddie has a visual, if you still need some clarification.
Okay, folks, you know how we love visuals. So, say you're 40 years into the future and you have your own kids. You take your kids to the last existing zoo in the world. It's an extremely tiny zoo, and they don't have much besides bugs, lizards, and domestic animals. They have 3 lions, a baby elephant, a mommy elephant, and 1 gorilla left. These are the last of the entire species right here in the last zoo in existence. Your kids may never get to see a giraffe or a rhino or a crocodile in person because when you were young, poachers were killing all the ones that were alive. Can you imagine that? The next generation may never get the opportunity to see a real live zebra. That time is fast approaching, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't put an end to animal poaching.
Yes, that's very accurate. Most animal poaching happens in Africa, the home to all endangered species. Do you know that the lion is extinct in 7 countries? Did you know that the black rhino population has decreased 97.6% in the last 50 years? Soon enough, these endangered species will go extinct and will never be seen again if we don't stop this.
You must be wondering why some people would go out and kill innocent animals in their own habitat. Here's the answer: money. These beautiful exotic animals are being ruthlessly slaughtered for a few parts of their bodies, such as tusks, bones, or pelts, and then sold for extremely large sums of money. Rhino horn has grown more expensive than gold at $33,000 per pound. Poachers also believe that some of these body parts will help cure diseases when they actually do not. The ivory of an elephant's tusk is used to make trinkets, utensils, and jewelry. Now seriously consider if that is worth the lives of wildlife.
Thankfully, some organizations have already developed ways to stop poaching and hold these poachers accountable for their actions. Organizations such as the Humane Society of the United States, World Wildlife, Save the Rhino, and the African Wildlife Foundation.
There's some ways you can participate and help stop this deadly crime. First, you can spread the word and make everyone aware of this international problem. You can also stop the use of ivory. Remember, all ivory was produced by the death of an elephant or a walrus. Contact the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and let them know what you think should be done about this. And finally, report any knowledge or suspicion of poaching.
Those are great ways that you can help and get involved. Please help the cause and spread the word.
Once again, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Hannah.
And this has been
Code Green.
Up next, we have a group of 4 amazing, beautiful, talented performers.
Performing their own original song, Be My Girl.
Please welcome
Vincent Clark.
school, we would always hook up, lovey-dovey. I almost lost my cool. You were beautiful, you had me nervous. You knew just what you're doing, you were doing it on purpose. And I love it, you got me so out of pocket. Usually I'm not the one out of pocket. But you're so priceless, I can't help it. I couldn't help it. It happened all of a sudden, girl. I just wanted you to be my girl. Want you to be my girl. Oh, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Right before my eyes, I just had to have you in my world. I had to have you in my world. Oh, my world. Be my girl. I want you to be my girl. Oh, girl, what I don't get is you're not the ordinary. You see, I've been through many chicks back in my day, but you got me seeing things a different way. You got me so headstrong, got me doing things I wouldn't normally do. But I see a whole future between me and you. So what's it gonna be? You got me so out of pocket. Usually I'm not the one out of pocket. But you're so priceless, I can't help it. I want you to be my girl. All of a sudden, girl, I just wanted you to be my girl. Want you to be my girl. Ooh, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Right before my eyes, I just had to have you in my world. Be my girl. Hey, say be my girl. She wanna let you go. Hey, shout it, you the only girl that I want. You shout it, ain't no other girl I wanna be with in the streets. Shout it with, you're the only girl I want you to enter my comfort zone. There's not a day that I'm not thinking of you, thinking of you. You've got the cure to all my sickness. I can't get enough of you. And all of a sudden, hey, I just wanted you to be my girl. Be my girl, girl. I wanted you to be my. It happened right before my eyes. I just had to have you in my world. I had to have you in my world. All of a sudden, hey, yeah, I just wanted you to be my girl. Oh, it happened right before my eyes. I just had to have you in my world, 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 girl.
That was just so amazing.
Thank you so much for that beautiful
oh my
performance.
God.
That was
Thank
really
you.
great.
So, what inspires you to perform like you just did?
What inspires me to perform is just my love for music. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've always loved music. I love being on stage, seeing the reaction of the crowd, the energy I get back, the love I get back. So that's what inspires me to perform.
And so what are some artists that you look up to and why?
I think all of us can say we look up to, you know, all the groups out, Boyz II Men, Temptations, and Michael Jackson, because he paved the way for all of us to perform.
Well, thank you again for that beautiful performance. That was really great.
If y'all looking for a fifth member, I got you. Right here, right here, right here. I mean, hey.
You'll be Victoria Clark.
Hey everyone, and welcome to
Girl Talk, or Code. Oh wait, whatever you want to call it.
On today's special kickback, we're talking all about Girl Code. We have our guest from before, Miss Shyneka.
Yes, and Jennifer Leslie. So let's get started, girls. What do you think is the #1 Girl Code rule?
Loyalty.
Loyalty?
Oh yeah.
Always have your friends back.
Friends before boys.
Yes. Sisters before hipsters.
Totally. Well, when I was watching Mean Girls, Gretchen, she said that you can't date your best friend's ex-boyfriend because that's like the rules of feminism or something like that. So do you guys think that's true?
Well, I think it depends. If your best friend is honestly okay with it, like maybe they didn't want to be in that relationship or they didn't really care, then I don't think that, and your best friend says it's okay, then I don't see the issue with it.
I think it kind of changes once you get like out of your teens. It's like someone you've dated for like, you know, 5 or 10 years or, you know, and then your friend tries to date them. I think that would be a bad situation.
But even in that situation, you've got to really, I don't know, it's still going to be awkward because do you really want to talk to your friend about her ex, because you always talk, not always, but often talk about boys. So do you really want to talk to your friend about her ex-boyfriend, even if she says she's okay with it?
Yeah,
deep down.
Weird. So Taylor, I actually have a problem similar to that. My friend and I were liking the same boy, however he likes me. She was really crushing on him. So what am I to do? Like, can I pursue that relationship, or is he just off limits?
Is she watching the show?
I mean, I think it's fair game. He likes you, go for it, girl.
I think that, are you willing to lose a friend over it? Because it could hurt her feeling so bad. She's like, oh, well, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. So is it him or her?
No, that is so against my girl code. I don't know about anybody else, but if we both like him and he likes me, we're going to sit down and talk about this. I'm going to let you know, okay, well, he likes me and he doesn't like you in that kind of way, so I'm going to pursue this. But you should not be mad. You should be happy for me because you're my friend. So you shouldn't be mad at me because he wants to be with me and not you.
But be sure you put yourself in her shoes.
Well, I understand.
And really, really think about how you would feel if he liked her. And how could you maintain that friendship? Because it's really hurtful. And at the time, it feels like the most important thing in the world.
I actually had a friend where me and her both had this crush on the same boy also. But she noticed how I was like really crazy about him and she like told me go all for it. Yeah.
That's a good friend.
With me, I don't need if I like somebody, I don't need nobody else's permission. Like we can be homies or whatever, but I ain't gonna ask you, can I go? Like, what is that? Like, you my friend, but I don't you ain't gotta sign a permission slip. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
And that brings me to another thing. Like, I remember I had a friend and this guy was in a relationship, but he kind of liked her too. And her mom told her, well, you're not friends with his girlfriend, so go ahead. Like, is that breaking girl code if you don't know the girl?
No, not at all.
No, it's not, because that means that nobody would ever have a boyfriend.
Yeah, because then you run out of guys.
Because, I mean, okay, so if he likes, say, okay, I have a boyfriend, and my boyfriend likes you, and me and you don't know each other. I don't care. That's not my boyfriend anymore because he likes you, so he's gonna leave me for you. Well, I might care about that, yeah. But I mean, like, as long as you're like, if he broke up with me already and then he goes out with you, it shouldn't matter because I know I wouldn't care if it was somebody else's boyfriend and they liked me and then after he broke up with her. But I'm not cheating on. No, I'm not doing that like side chick thing. I don't do that.
No. And that's another thing. Like, has anybody noticed how how okay it is for have side sides?
And like we're just the talking. Same thing as cheating.
I mean, that's cheating.
Like, it's a normal thing. Like, oh, I have my main, but I also got these sides.
That's not okay. The only time you have a main aside is during dinner.
So there's a lot of double standards when it comes to relationships where it's a relationship between a guy and a girl where a lot of it's seen as more accepted or okay if a guy talks to other girls and stuff, or you know, boys, or like if people are doing stuff together, then a girl's a lot more likely to be slut shamed. Do you guys think that as other girls we're kind of obligated to stand up against that?
Yeah, I think a lot of problems too with when girls are slut shamed, it seems to be coming from other girls, and I think we as girls need to stop attacking each other because we already face enough from the outside from guys trying to attack us, whether it's emotionally, physically, or just through words like jokes or whatever. And like, we need to be able to stick together and say, hey, like, if she wants to go around with other guys, that's okay with her. Like, that's what she wants to do. That's her life. Like, who are you to judge her?
Well, that's true, but then again, as a girl or a guy, no matter who you are, it's not okay if I'm talking to one person and then all of a sudden I go and talk to like 7 other girls or 7 other guys. It's not okay, because that makes you look bad as personally. I'm not judging anybody who's doing that if you are doing that, but I'm saying like it's not good looking for you, so you shouldn't really be doing that.
Well, maybe instead of what you guys call slut shaming, you should go talk to the girl, like try to get to know her and let her know that you're beautiful and you deserve somebody that's gonna love you exclusively.
Okay. Just not my boyfriend.
Right, of course.
Okay. Off limits.
Well, I have a question for the group. What if you guys found out that the guy you've been dating for like months, and you find out that you're a side piece?
Oh no, dropped. And I make sure that he finds out. I mean, not she finds out that I exist and what he's been doing with me and what we have been doing with each other. He made me feel like the only one, and then on the side. So I make sure that they find out just in case they don't know, which most likely they don't.
And you make another good point too, in that like if a guy is cheating or whatever, we have to remember not to go for the other girl. Like, because you have to remember, if you're in a relationship with him, whether or not she's throwing herself at him, it is not his job to go and entertain that. So like, you can't just be going for a girl if your guy's messing up.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
And you know what? Girl code is not even all about guys, okay? Yes. Let's talk about clothes. Let's talk about leggings, okay? How do you guys feel about leggings?
It really bothers me that those are against the dress code.
No, they're not against the dress code anymore. At Lakeside, at middle school, we weren't allowed to wear like anything. But now we have like so much freedom, and it's like so much easier to get dressed in the morning.
Right. Well, at our school, we still have a pretty tight dress code.
At my school, we have to wear uniforms, so we can't like even wear like t-shirts or sweatpants. We have to wear black pants or a white or a green polo.
See, I think that's so unfair because it takes away from our individuality.
It does.
And everybody has their own type of personality. Yeah, you can dress up a uniform, but I'm not that kind of person who likes to wear uniforms. I like to wear like my t-shirt and my sweatpants, and I can't go to school wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants.
I love fishnets, and I want to be like the fishnet gloves, the fishnet gloves, because like I think they're kind of cute, and I like to be able to wear like black and cutesy stuff, and they don't really let us wear any of that.
I mean, as long as the clothes aren't distasteful, I think you should be allowed to wear whatever you want.
And I have another thing. What's with our school not allowing us to show our shoulders?
Do shoulders turn you on? Like what? Like,
I didn't know my shoulders were that nice.
I mean, like tank tops, things like that. Like them shoulders though, like.
Wait, what about flip-flops though? Because I'm not understanding, why can't we wear flip-flops?
I know the flip-flops because, you know, like in the hallways, people be going real fast. You step on the back of your flip-flop.
That can happen with any shoe though. That happens with any shoe though.
But I mean, just like flip-flops is more likely. That's the thing, because I've had a face plant with the flip-flop before. It's not cute. It's not cute.
School allows
but with them shoulders, it's just like, what is this doing to you?
Bring them shoulders here.
Like if somebody's that easily distracted by my shoulders, then really anything is gonna distract.
Hey yo, Kelly, let me see that shoulder.
Snapchat me your shoulders.
Girl, your shoulders looking good. Where your shoulders come from? Heaven?
Speaking of Snapchat, like, what's girl code with how they use Snapchat? Because, you know, some people use it for the wrong reason.
Put on clothes.
Snapchat is for friends to
please.
Snapchat is for friends to send each other ugly selfies.
I am so mad at Snapchat because they took out the best friends thing. Like, that's the whole point of Snapchat.
No, I remember this one time I was taking an ugly selfie and I was trying to send it to my best friend, and I sent it to this guy.
Then what?
Needless to say, we were not as close as we were.
Say it was your sister, your long-lost sister.
Oh, good. See, I'm not allowed to have all different types of social media. I have an Instagram, but because I say it's overprotected, but some older women think that is appropriate. Like, I had to talk my parents into giving me an Instagram and, like, make sure that they know all the facts and stuff. But my parents don't necessarily agree with social media. Like, they won't let me have a Snapchat or a Kik or Facebook or a Twitter. So I'm stuck with only Instagram.
What's the most popular one right now? Is it Snapchat?
Yes. Yeah.
And then do you Twitter or Facebook?
Instagram, then Instagram. But you know, like for social purposes, like that main question, hey, you got a Kik though? Like, do you got a Kik?
Does anyone use Facebook at all?
Okay, I use it.
You
I
use
use it for
Facebook
like
sometime?
I use it for like babysitting jobs and stuff.
Okay.
Or if somebody gets their phone taken, then I use Facebook Messenger to stay in contact with them.
No, I would only use Facebook only like if I had one. I would use it to find like my old friends because like I moved a lot all my life. So like I would love, because you know Facebook, you type in their name and then the real person comes up. Well, your friend's real name pops up. Now with Instagram and like Twitter, you had to make sure you know exactly their username. But with Facebook, you just type in like their exact name and then it just pops up. So it's like.
Speaking of typing in, what's girl code on lurking?
Oh.
Okay, if you're very careful not to like his post from 2009, it's okay. It's fine.
It's okay, because you want to see like who he hanged with or who she hanged with way back then. Because you don't want to like, okay, say I don't like you. I love you, but say I don't like her. And then me and you are starting to be friends.
Yes.
And I didn't know that you guys were friends. And then all of a sudden I scrolled back down your page and I find out you're with her. I don't want to.
You don't want to be my friend anymore?
No, I'm just.
Okay.
But it's like, because you guys may be real close, so it's okay to like lurk to find out those things.
On a certain standard, but if you have this person that you like and you scroll all the way down and it's like 2007 and you like their pictures.
Like, no, you don't like it. You have to be so careful. You have to be so careful, okay?
The furthest you can go is like a month, okay? The furthest you can go is a month.
Okay, so topic change. A lot of people have different opinions about makeup and you know what's appropriate, especially for teenage girls. You'll see some teenage girls who are like completely natural, like never wear makeup, and then you'll see girls with like full on like foundation, like winged eyeliner, you know, all of that. So do you guys think that there's a point where it's too much or?
Well,
I said what makes you comfortable.
Well, a lot of people think just because you wear makeup, then you're automatically ugly. So I just think like.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
So I just think like everybody can express themselves their own way.
Awesome.
I wear a lot of makeup, but it's not because I feel ugly. Like I can go out the house without makeup and feel fine. But I like to do my makeup, so why should I be looked at like, oh, why she got on all that makeup? Why can't it just be something I like to do?
Right. So girl code for today is be yourself. That's what we need to do because girls are awesome. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Bridge.
I've been at this school for 6 years, and I've never been disrespected. I have something to say.
I have a question. Why does 12 a.m. come before 11 a.m.?
Hey everybody, I'm Joy.
And I'm Harlow.
And welcome to What's the Move?
Today we're going to be talking about girls and how we somehow survive high school.
Girls, like boys, have a tough time starting high school, but with girls you have a lot more obstacles to face at the beginning of it.
Yeah, like raging hormones, cliques, and having the pressure of getting yourself to the certain standard people set for you.
High school girls have been increasing the number of women applying to college and being accepted, but for some reason, girls don't always focus on school, but rather the people and drama inside of it.
Females are still paid less than men, and men have higher level positions, but soon women will start to rise in those departments.
Now, let's go talk to some DeKalb County students about high school.
Hey guys.
Hi. So what advice can you give to girls who might be going through high school and just feeling just like they can't do it? Like, what are some advice you can give girls that are just going through obstacles?
Well, I would say to keep motivated, keep on top of your schoolwork, and don't get behind. Okay.
I would say just stay yourself, stay out of the drama, and just focus on you. You don't need the boyfriend, you don't need all the friends and stuff. Don't worry about that stuff. Just focus on you and your schoolwork so that you can achieve what you want to do with your life.
Taylor?
I agree that you should try to be yourself, to be brave out there in high school because it's so rough. And if you come out alive, well, hats off to you. And also, I think that girls should find a hobby that they like, that they can be interested in, so that drama is not the most interesting thing that's going on in your life.
Yeah. Now, how do you girls handle stress in high school? Because I know we've all felt so stressed. What is the best way to just kind of rid yourself of it and just feel more relaxed?
Well, I talk to my parents and see how I can better become less stressed.
Well, I don't talk to my parents. I don't really tell anybody. What I do is just write out my problems so that, like, whenever there's something wrong, I can just get rid of it and stop thinking about it, because once I get it on paper, I actually feel a lot better.
I Netflix. I just, whenever I have a problem, I go straight to Netflix. I watch a movie and everything is okay.
Okay. Now, looking forward, like into the future, college, after college, what is some advice you can give girls going into a world that's men-based?
Know that women rock, okay? We are so awesome. We can do so many amazing things, and there's nothing that we can't do.
Yeah. I would say, like, don't let anybody stop you from your dream. So if you want to be a doctor and there's a male doctor that's going to do the same thing, don't let that shut you down, because a lot of people do that a lot. So, like, don't let anybody shut you down. Just keep on following your dream no matter what.
Yeah, I would say to keep like a hobby, and if you want to pursue that as a career, go to college for it and study that hobby.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for answering the questions.
This has been Harlow
and Joy
with What's the Move?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to what I believe is the best segment on the bridge, Parenting 101. I'm your host Kelly, and today's question comes from user DeltaMom79. She says, "The bridge. My son is a senior in high school gearing up for graduation. The only problem is, it's his last semester in high school and he lacks ambition. While he maintains a decent grade point average and is currently on track to graduate, he doesn't know what to do after walking across that stage. He hasn't even applied for any colleges or universities. And the last thing I want to see is all his potential be wasted. What do I do to help him plan for his future?" That was a really good question. And overall, what you're probably going to have to do is sit down with your son and have an open conversation. A 4-year college or university is not the best thing for anybody. So see if maybe he wants to go to a technical or trade school to learn a trade, or possibly just go straight into the workforce. If college is an option you want him to pursue, maybe look at liberal arts colleges so he can look at a more holistic approach and really have the time to discover what he wants to do without wasting money. Overall, you just want to be there and let him know that you're there to support him through whatever decision he makes and through all avenues of life. Hopefully that answered your question. Once again, I'm Kelly, and this is Parenting 101.
Sarah sat right there and looked at him. No cooking, cleaning, picking up your ends. See, I don't deal with all that foolish boys. Patriarchy and all its woes. Defining my position as I see the end. How dare I challenge it and all its rebel.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning into The Bridge. We hope that you girls had a lot of fun today. Let's see if the guys can beat that.
We'd like to extend a thank you to all our guests. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Now be sure to tune in next time where we'll be discussing guy code.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, hashtag it, and share The Bridge with your friends. From everyone here, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.